you guys. And I'm Jada.
I'm Bria.
I'm Kennedy Monet.
And I'm Chelsea.
And today we're going to be talking about friendships.
Right. But before that, we're going to get into a little
girl chat. Alright, y'all. So, I know some of us still watch the news, and if you don't, check Twitter. I've been seeing, and I know y'all been seeing, all of the murders that have been going on, especially in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I had in my heart was just to say, what do you tell somebody who may have lost a friend? You know, what do you do in that situation? And y'all got what'd you say?
Sorry. Okay, first of all, when you're dealing with mourning, when you come into a friend, letting them know when somebody just died or whatever. First of all, I think is very important to let them know that everybody has to die. Yeah. So it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Secondly, you never know why God had probably took them off of the earth or why it happened in the first place. They could have given their life to God, and God could have been like, you know what? Now that you gave your life to God, it's time that I take you out before anything else happens, or before you throw your life away again, or something like that. And it's just important to let people know that. You got to figure out what you're doing wrong, or what was the problem, what was the reason for the death. And if it's old age or if it's the actual killing, then it's either in God's plan or how it happened.
And picking back up what Kennedy say is we have to get to the root cause of what it. And people say, you know, these are senseless killings, and you know, if it's not old age and people are like dying by shootings and things like that. Sometimes God allow things to happen, and like you said, everybody has to die. So I think it's important as loved ones and people that know the truth is to prepare our loved ones for their salvation. So just we have a peace of mind. Okay, I know they're in heaven, or I know because they gave the life to Christ, they're saved, they're living it. So it's very important just to make sure that we make sure that our loved ones are prepared, that we encourage them to get out of lifestyle or whatever they're doing that's wrong, that is sinning, to get out of that. So when they do go, because we all gotta go,
right?
That we know where they're gonna go. We know we have peace in God because we know where they're at.
And also, I think when talking to someone when they're mourning, I think it's good to encourage them, or tell them, get your life on the right path. Also, because the people that are dying, they're young. They're not like you said, old age or anything, but they're young. So you never know when it could be your time. So that's when you need to start working on yourself also.
Yeah, I like that too. When you encourage them to do better, because and never give false hope.
Right.
False hope.
Don't say
because
you're
not
coming back.
You don't know if they going what they act like. Maybe that's up to God.
Right.
I think it's okay to mourn. Like in the Bible, it says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." So just let them know. Just give all that pain, all that grief, everything that they're dealing with. Give it to God, and He'll give you rest.
Yes.
And then one thing I would just add is don't hate God.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they see their friend died or loved ones taken away, and they resent God. Don't do it. He loves you, and like I said, death is inevitable. So they, versus them dying now or 80, it's going to happen. And then if you hate God, then there's a chance to love God. So you're saying that God is real. You know?
I see what you're saying.
You hate him, love him. You are acknowledging that there's something to hate.
Yes, that's good. I like that.
And even with that, with somebody coming to you, it's always good to have people that are walking with God as a friend, because that's important. Like to know that if I go through something, I can call on somebody and be like, hey, I need help with this, and they're not going to give me back ungodly counseling.
Right.
So they're going to tell me either to go to the Bible, or we're going to read the Bible together, or we're going to pray together. When that friend realizes that's only how you can get through this pain or this hurt or any of that. It's through God, it's through the Word, and that's always a good thing to have somebody there that's telling you, hey, it's God that you need to be reaching out to. Not for real me, He's probably using me, but it's God.
Yes, and that's a friend. And
absolutely.
I was just going to ask that. So since we're talking about friendships today, what to any of you guys makes a good friend?
Ooh, loyalty.
Okay.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
You gotta be
loyal.
You gotta be loyal.
What happens when your loyalty, like, but like you say you're so loyal, but what happens if that friend is telling you to do something that's contrary to what God says? So loyalty to God or loyalty to you?
Ooh, that is.
If we loyal loyalty to God, because
Absolutely.
we can't not be unloyal if we loyal to the same thing and we don't. Because if you loyal to God, I mean, we can't contradict one another. We on the same path, so how are we gonna be unloyal to each other?
Right. Amen.
Yeah, and that's like in the Bible it say two people can't walk unless they're going on the same path. So y'all not gonna be together if y'all.
Yeah, you gotta be loyal to God.
In Maine.
And in the relationship. And in the relationship, that's why it's good to have the foundation, or the foundation should be God on everything. My relationship is based off of God, because if anything was to happen, or it's a conflict, we know to go to God. Or I'm loyal to God. If I'm loyal to this relationship, it's because I'm loyal to God. You know, it has to be the foundation of it.
Yeah, a follower of Christ
Absolutely.
pretty much sums up what a good friend is.
Absolutely.
If you follow in Christ and you stand to his word and you're a true believer. So Bria, so speaking of loyalty, so keeping confidence in your friend, that's a very important thing as well. Making sure that what you tell your friend, that it stays between you all.
Yeah, friends do not gossip.
Absolutely.
I had a friend. I used to be in I used to have friends that gossip and stuff like that. You can't keep that. It make you realize that your secrets are not safe with them. You know what I mean? And sometimes it get annoying. It really do get annoying. If you always worried about that person, you always worried about somebody in a situation that they have nothing to do with you, you kind of get annoying and you kind of put you off. Know that you can't keep confidence in that person. Yeah.
And in Proverbs 16:28 it says, a perverse man stirs up decision, and a gossip separates close friends. You don't want, let's say that you have this friendship or whatever, and all you want to do is gossip and talk about people and gossip. That's not godly, and that's not. I don't know what kind of friend you want around you that's doing that, and that just stirs up animosity and this confusion, and it's not peace. You're not at peace when you have that kind of relationship.
Right. I think one thing that I used to get into real bad with my friends is like getting on Instagram, you strolling through your feed, and you like, oh yes, and you, oh what is she?
Look at
You see this?
What the heck is she on?
So that's something that I've been trying to cut out, because it's so easy to do.
It is.
Just see some of the stuff people post, you be like, Lord, help them.
Yeah. But that make it. If you pray for them, praying for them is good. Like, we should pray. You see that somebody in that position, you be like, okay, we should pray for them, instead of being like, oh, she, look at her, look at her. I'm saying this to her.
Instead of
Somebody else
gossiping
can talk about her.
Instead of gossiping together, you pray together.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if all your friends can do is just sit up and gossip, is that really friendship? Because do y'all not have nothing else to talk about?
Right.
Like, do you not have any substance there? Right. You not can we study the Bible together? Do not any. So can I help you? What kind of godly advice can I give you instead of sitting up talking about somebody else? Let's help one another. Let's build one another.
And sometimes, like for example, like me and my situation, I had a friend back when I was doing what I wanted in the world or whatever, and then when I tried to change my life around, we weren't on the same page no more. So I had to cut the friendship out. So that's a good thing. Like, when you are trying to strengthen your walk with God, you might have to cut some friends out that's your friends.
Right.
I'm sorry. I got a question. So, like, with that, are they really your friend if they like encourage you to do the wrong thing? You know what I mean?
What is your saying? You say, if you're not benefiting me, what are you here for? What are you?
You hindering me.
If you're not helping me, you pulling me back. Like, that's
because they want to worry. We were in the world before we got relate. Yeah, but now we don't have nothing to talk about. I can't relate you. We can't talk about the same things no more. It doesn't interest me no more.
Absolutely. Just like Pastor said today. Sometimes you're going to have to start waving. You're going to have to put that, bye. I want you to come with me. I want you to come this way.
I do.
But sometimes you're going to, this is not what I want, because I want to be somewhere. I want to go somewhere in my life. I don't want to just sit here and be stuck. Yeah, so sometimes you just have to say, adios.
Yeah. So what about kindness, you guys? What about being kind? Because I know sometimes we think, oh, they my friend. You know what I mean? They know me. I know I'm just playing. Like, they've been here forever. They ain't going nowhere. Sometimes we take advantage. You know, people say we take advantage of your girlfriend. But we take advantage of our friends sometimes. And being kind to them.
Yeah, and I think like the world, it just gives us, it disapproves us so much. It tells us we're not good enough. We this, or that. We don't live up to a certain standard. So your friends should be the ones that should be able to say, look, girl, you bomb. You know, you doing good. You to be your source of encouragement, to build you up and to sharpen you. So we should want to speak kind words and to edify each other.
What about those friends that carry the joke too far? I just got to test them a little bit. I was the type of person that I'll be driving, get inside the house and be like, I just hit your car on the way in. Like, that's too far because that's stirring up stuff. Because now I'm upset. Why are you playing like that? That's not funny. Yeah. Because now you gonna owe me some money and we gotta. This could hurt. This could really hinder the relationship. And so like I was gonna be for that. And then on top of that, it's lying. Yeah. You didn't hit my car. Don't lie about it. Yeah. So when it comes to that, you have to realize that hey, this is too far and it's unnecessary. I can play and joke with you about something else. Maybe throw some water on you or something like that. But lying.
I'm throwing the water on you. I might get more mad.
What I'm really trying to say is, you don't have to lie in order to
have fun.
Yeah.
Verse 26:18-19 says, like a madman shooting fire brands or deadly arrows is a man who deceives his neighbors and says, I was only joking. Fathers can help children by teaching them the difference between a joke or a harmless prank going too far. So kind of going back to what you said.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what about those people or those friends that, first of all, they're your friend and they're like, hey, I need to borrow $30.
Right.
All right. You can borrow $30. You give them the $30 and they come back the next week. I need to borrow $50. Okay, that's fine. They come back the next week. Wait, you're not borrowing no money, first of all, for me, again, because sometimes God puts us in a situation or we get in consequence and we're going to people. So I heard this before. They said when God is giving you consequences and you're looking for men to get you out of it, and you could be hindering somebody from getting that consequence. They're never going to learn. They're just going to keep going to people asking them for money. So at that point, yes, it's okay to be a good friend, but it's also okay to say, okay, so why don't you have no money? Why can't you take care? Why can't you take care of your car payment or your house or your kids? It's because you're spending your money on what, drinking and smoking, and then you come to me and you ask me for money. That's a real friend. I would love to have a friend that's saying, look, no, let's get it together before we start asking, because why are you in this situation? Why are you asking me for money? I don't mind helping you, but it's a reason to what's going on.
Yes, and that's the scary thing. You don't ever want to play God.
Right.
Because if somebody's in abundance, God might be putting that person in abundance for a reason. You don't want to try to beat God and take that out. You may be doing it unconsciously, but that's why it's a good thing to pray and see that situation where it's okay. Let's come on. We're about to get a job. I'm about to take you to the interview. I'm not going to give you $30.
Right. Let's look at a job. Let's apply. That's a real friend. I'm gonna help you get a job. I'm gonna help you. Let me help you that way. What I'm doing, you still gonna end up with money. It might come out. It might be the long way, or you gonna work for it. You understand what I'm saying?
You're not handicapped.
Right. Okay.
Forgiveness. What about forgiveness?
Forgiveness
and friendship. That's big.
That is big. Forgiveness. When you're dealing with forgiveness, let's say that you're in the relationship with a friend and they don't know that they hurt you, but you're feeling this hurt and this animosity, and you're like, I'm mad, like they calling, you don't want to answer, or they say something to you and you snap, and it's like, what is wrong with you? And you haven't told them, hey, let me sit down with you because really this is how I'm feeling. And so instead I let it build up and I let it build up and I let it build. Not only am I letting it build up, but I'm letting it distance myself from God because I'm not able to hear him. He's probably telling me, hey, let's go talk this out. Let's go talk this out with somebody. You two sit down, but the forgiveness is tearing you apart from not only your friend but God, because unforgiveness is serious, and you can't. In order for God to forgive you, you have to forgive them.
You said something. That's so serious. I think a lot of times we think we talk about friendship like, oh, like it's mine. Like they might say, I'm not gonna say nothing, but we have to think it all ties into our relationship with God.
Right.
Like it's so serious. You can't hate your brother or even unforgive your brother and say you love God.
Right.
It's definitely a separator.
Yeah, and the Bible would say like it goes along the lines of saying that how can you if you hate your brother which you can see, how can you love me which you can't see? So that he urges us, the second most greatest command he says is is to love thy neighbor after you love me first. So it goes along with saying that. And sometimes you can even, with your love and with your kindness and with your forgiveness and with all of your trust and stuff, you can bring that person, your friend, your accomplice, you can bring them over to God, and you can
just by your love.
Right.
Yeah. You're going to see the God in you.
And with unforgiveness, let's say that you have the friendship again, and they have done you wrong. Sometimes the unforgiveness can stir up as in, I'm gonna do this back to you, or you gonna get exactly what you just did to me. And in Proverbs 24:29 it says, "Do not say, I'll do to him as he has done to me. I'll pay that man back for what he did." We don't do that. As children of God, you do not do that. Jesus didn't come out here, people beating on him, hung him on the cross, and said, "You know what? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do you exactly the same way." That was not a characteristic of Jesus. That wasn't. And so when you try to live holy and living holy and living like you want to be like Jesus, that's not how you do it. You turn the other cheek, and you know what? I forgive you, and it's okay.
And a thing, just to kind of wrap up our friendship topic here, to just relate to, Jesus called us our friend. Like he thinks that we're cool enough, and he called us our friend. So just to think of all the stuff that we do, and Jesus calls us our friend. So how can we not forgive? How can we not be generous? How can we not tell the truth?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that pretty much wraps up today's show for today.